How do you alleviate worry, stress, and anxiety? All right? What specific things do your clients worry about most as it pertains to IT and what you do for them? What do they worry about? What do your clients worry about most in business in general? Okay? I'm going to put you through another exercise. I want to take 3 minutes, same thing. I want you to answer these questions. What specific things do your clients worry about, and what do your clients worry about most in business in general? So it's specific to IT, but then I want you to also understand, like if you're selling to dentists or doctors or construction companies or nonprofits or whatever, what are the things they worry about when it comes to IT and then in business in general? Let's get 3 minutes. Collaborate. Go. Now, for sake of time, we're not going to come to the mic on this one, but it is something you should be aware of. Some of you maybe had trouble with this and you really don't know what they're anxious or worried about, and that's sort of the thing you have to go back and start having those conversations with them in your QBRs and your sales meetings to figure out. Now, another term that was used a lot was professional, and I actually did quite a bit of research on what do people consider professional, because it's very subjective, isn't it? So it's really, professionalism is based on observed behaviors. Observed behaviors, okay? So here's what I found when I did a little research. Most people consider if you are dressed neat and appropriately dressed, you're professional. That's one of the things. One of the criteria is what you look like, how you present yourself. Proper demeanor, confident but not arrogant is professional. People consider that professional. Reliable, dependable, consistent. They consider that professional. Are you agreeing with this? Yes? Good listener, effective communicator. That is considered being professional. Ethical, honest, high integrity is considered being a true professional and organized. This is how people, when they're observing you, it's not what you say, it's what you look like, how you act, what you do. If you don't show up for appointments on time, if you don't follow through, if you appear disorganized, they instantly think you're not as professional as you should be. Does that make sense? So now I want you to go in your head and think about, in your organization, you're going to get the same 3 minutes, what does being professional mean, and what are you going to do to up the level of professionalism in your team? All right, 3 minutes, discuss. All right, someone come to a mic real quick. I only want to get a couple comments. Give me some pearls of wisdom. What are you going to specifically do to raise the level of professionalism in your organization? Somebody go to a mic. I want to hear from you guys. Over here.
We're going to create, we have a few field service people that do site surveys and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we're going to create a one-pager with a photo, well-groomed, arrow, nice shirt, logoed shirt, khakis, appropriate pants, ready to go, phone fully charged, just like basic stuff that you should know.
Right.
Like create like a one-pager. This is what our dress code is now.
Yeah, clean fingernails, don't smell of smoke, not too much perfume or cologne. You got to put all of it on the list. Yeah, great. Okay, excellent. Yes, sir.
I'm going to clean my office. Because that's kind of part of the organizational bit.
Well,
we appear organized out in the field,
yeah.
Okay, but in our office it might be a different story, and we need to change that so that my people will actually act organized out in the field.
Right. Well, and you make a very important point, because you either are organized or you're not. And do you ever hear the saying, how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So by saying we are an organization that's professional, that means we are organized, and here's what that means. So you have to interpret what it means. You can't just say be professional, be well-dressed, be appropriate. You have to get into the specifics of what that means. Yeah, let's take this last one.
So one thing that we need to do is get to become a better listener for everybody in the company. So how do we do that? We do that by repeating back what it is that the customer said to us to get to the point that they can say, That's right. Back to us.
Right, exactly. Let me summarize back what I think I heard. Yes. Great, perfect. Look, all of this matters. You think it doesn't matter. I mean, I know there's some of you who are using this time, these 3 minutes, thinking, thank God I can check email. See, it's the wrong thing you should be doing. You came here to work on your business. This is every bit as much as marketing. Because I get you send out the letters, and then you don't answer your phones, you don't call the person back, you show up and you're all wrinkled and disheveled, you don't listen, and then you say, well, Robin's marketing doesn't work, right? You got to carry it all the way through the organization. You either are or you aren't, okay? Now, another term that came up was knowledgeable. And just like professionalism, knowledgeable is based on observed behaviors, because your clients really don't know, they really don't know how they know you're knowledgeable, right? So here's how people sort of perceive someone to be an expert. High level of confidence in the subject matter, okay? You can solve problems quickly. You've seen or solved their problems before. So the more familiar you are with their problem, they think you are more knowledgeable. The ability to simplify the complex, okay? So, there's a video I want to show you, and it's a brilliant commercial. It's not the fart commercial, so this one's more serious, but it's a great commercial, and it was the Certified Financial Planners Association who created it. They're a certifying organization for financial planners, and they want to know what they were trying to reveal is people trust people way too quickly. Like, how do you know the person who you have as your financial planner is actually as professional as they should be? Let me play this video.
Let me talk to you about retirement.
A 401k is the most sound way to go.
Let's talk asset allocation.
Sure.
You seem knowledgeable, professional.
Would you trust me as your financial advisor?
I would.
I would indeed.
Well, let's be clear here. I'm actually a DJ.
No way.
I have no financial experience at all.
That really is you.
If they're not a CFP pro, you just don't know. Find a certified financial planner professional who's thoroughly vetted at letsmakeaplan.org. CFP, work with the highest standard.
That's really good, isn't it? Short to the point, right? And so I want you to do a 3-minute exercise. I want you to work in your groups, and I want you to say, identify, what does it mean to be knowledgeable, and translate that into a benefit for your client, right? So I want you to think about, how do we not only become more knowledgeable, but how do we convey how knowledgeable we are to a client? How do we interpret that value? This is going to be a little tougher. 3 minutes on the clock. How are you going to convey your level of knowledge? How are you going to show prospects, clients that you're more knowledgeable? This one's a little tricky, I admit. There you go. It's Lisa.
So ways you can convey knowledge is by, one of my favorites, and we were talking about it at the table, is being decisive. Having a tone of voice and having the direct option. I've seen this before. This is what we recommend. I've been with law firms before. We've been servicing them 26 years, and having that tone of voice that shows conviction and confidence and knowledge is one of the best things that we could do to fake it till you make it. So.
Right. No, it's excellent. I mean, and we can forget that. Clients want to be told what to do. I know they, not in an arrogant way, but they want you to say, look, this is what you need to do.